This episode of Fluff Dragon Art is brought to you by my incredible patrons, including the epically generous Shadow Symbiote, Shepherd Shield, Thundernote the Change Pony, Gigabit the Saved Gamer, Ben, Queen Haiku, and Sharpwit. If you would like to join my private Discord server, get featured in my videos, join my weekly live streams, get free art, and a bunch of other awesome stuff, go to patreon.com/fluffdragonart or click the link in the description below. Hello my Fluffs, Lonnie your Fluff Dragon Overlord here with your weekly character creations and speed art. If you like what you see, help me to continue making this content for free by hitting that subscribe button and ringing that notification bell. Wow, you guys really enjoyed that last video of your free art beggar stories, so I guess we're doing another one. The first one comes from my moderator and a patron, Cameo Shadowness, who you can see featured in one of my art battle videos. Her story goes like this. I was, sorta still am, in this Facebook group for My Little Pony. There was a base collab I wanted to do with some nice folks. I managed to get too many people in my collab, so I decided to make multiple mini collabs instead. I told people way ahead of time, OCs only. For some forsaken reason, one person kept coming at me with canon characters, saying they didn't have one. I told them I have more plans, so they have time to make one, even if it was just a description of it. That was better than stealing canon characters. Anyway, several base collabs later and it seemed like a no-go. At that point I went on to doing strictly trades. I had no money at the time and frankly I wanted art from others. We came to agreement of trades, no bases. It was difficult but managed my 2 trades before this dude comes back at me begging to do their OC. I told them I'm not doing free art, just trades at this point. I was inspired to get better and practice my art and I didn't want to ruin that streak. They complained about the collab thingy and I told them the truth. They ran out of time. I did multiple and they had no OC to give, only canon characters, and that's a huge no-go. Next thing I know, I do another trade with a lesser artist. I see all their OCs and ask to draw all of them. They were that epic. The answer was yes, and they told me since I'm doing all of them to use a base since there was over a dozen OCs. I agree because I was still really bad at the time. Yeah, I don't think she was really bad. You're not bad at art, you just haven't learned the principles of it yet. Just never say that you're bad at art. My rule. Anyways, she keeps going. I did it and submitted the trade and this person comes at me again. You said you weren't doing any base projects, just trades. Me. I am. This one had to be a base though because I not only spoke to them, but they themselves told me to use it. Them. So why couldn't you make my OC? Me. Make your OC? Dude, I'm trading art with this other guy, not you. Plus, you never once showed me your OC. Person says, I don't have one. You're supposed to make it for me. At the time, I only made a super young kid their first OC because they admitted to barely being above 12 and was using their mom's account, thankfully under guidance. So I was confused to why he swore I would make him one when I never mentioned it. It goes on and on and on for a few weeks before he got banned from that group. Horribly, the dude found me in another Facebook group and asked again and again and again until he got kicked out again. It was so annoying and confusing. Ooh boy, this guy sounds like a piece of work. She continues, at the time I couldn't charge anyone and I'm 100% sure that if I did, the guy wouldn't even talk to me, like he was avoiding most artists in the group. He was annoying. And I think annoying would be an understatement. Yeah, wow. Just wow. The next story comes from Cartoon Gentleman. Now, my art is very cheaply made. I can draw very quickly using very minimal tools. This allows me to make animation images a lot easier and a lot quicker than other people. Okay, I'm going to stop you right there. Never demean your art like this. It doesn't sound like he's demeaning it, but kind of passing it off as easy and as not taking a lot of work is really just going to make the value to your customers drop. they'll start wondering, oh, what's wrong with it if it's that easy? It's not good. I really don't care how easy you think your work is. Not everyone can do it, and that makes you and your work valuable. Talk like it. Talk about it like it. He goes on. I saw a guy saw my work and messaged me asking if I could make images for him. I told the guy politely, no, I don't do requests or commissions, not yet anyway. He told me it wasn't a commission and he wanted me to make him a channel intro. I told him I really don't care. I don't take requests or commissions. The guy gets really defensive about it and saying, why not? Like I need to give a reason. Amen to that. I simply tell him I haven't quite worked out any kind of payment when it comes to what my drawings would be, let alone animations. Then he starts blowing up for no reason, saying, no one would ever buy your art, just do it for free, man, come on. And I tell him, okay, before I was trying to let you down nicely, but even if you paid me the whole price of an animation, I wouldn't do it for you now. He got furious with me and started spamming me every few seconds, insulting my work, demanding I do animation for his intro, and constantly insulting my OC, saying that he's just a ripoff of Wacko Warner. Of course he looks like one of the Warner brothers, he's based off of them. Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous. But then he says the line that truly crosses my line. Your art is completely unoriginal and ugly. No one would ever want to buy your crappy art. Wow. Wow. Dude. It's like some kind of self-restraint would be good? Jeez. He continues, at this point I went off on the guy. If my art is so ugly, unoriginal, or uninspired, then why do you want it so bad? Why do you want me to do it so bad? What gives you the right to demand that any artist, no matter their skill, give you free stuff? If my art is so ugly, then it's no wonder you want it so badly, because it'll match your ugly personality. Do not enjoy the rest of your day. After that, I blocked him and haven't heard from him. Oh my gosh. Yeah, just a heads up, artists. I know it's really tempting to really go off on people like this. Don't. It's so hard. It's way easier said than done. It is so hard to not go off on people who are just insulting you at every turn and being absolute jerks. But don't. They can take screenshots. They will use that against you. It's not good. The next story is short, but absolutely horrifying. It comes from a good friend of mine, Spirit Productions. She says, worst case was when I made 3 commissions and the client never paid me. Basically took the art and used it for their now deleted fanfics. It's why I watermark now. Yeah, watermarks are a good idea. Bonus time, here are a few tips on how to avoid art theft. 1. Use a watermark. Not everyone is a Photoshop genius. If you watermark your work, it's easier to keep track of it. 2. Ask for at least half the price up front. You can ask for everything up front for small commissions, but for larger orders, half up front ensures that your client is invested and assures your client that they won't be scammed out of their money. 3. Stand firm on your prices. If you have a confident, no-nonsense presence, it's less likely that you'll be begged for free art. People don't mess with you when you don't take their crap. But what about you? Have you ever had someone beg you for free art? Tag me on Twitter at FluffDragonArt if so. I'd love to hear your stories and if you'd like to see a part 3. Stay fluffy, my friends. See you next time.